In this video, I want to show you how you can easily create puzzle books in profitable niches in 3 easy steps. Welcome to my channel. My name is Caroline and I make videos to help you master your mindset and make money online so that you can build a life you love. I love puzzle books and I love the puzzle book niche because it's one of those niches where you can truly create unique books compared to all the other puzzle books out there. One thing that I talk about a lot, and also other people who are experienced in low content book publishing, is that you need to make books that are as unique as you can possibly make them. They need to have a point of difference because there are so many people uploading low content books these days. It really has become quite hard to make something completely unique. But puzzle books is one of those niches that you can do that with. So let's take a look at the 3 very easy steps that you can take to create a unique puzzle book in a profitable niche. So first, we'll be looking at finding a niche that has really good potential to make sales. Then we'll look at how to make a puzzle book that is totally unique. And then let's talk about the things that you can do to help make that book successful. And by successful, I mean make sales. So step 1, finding a profitable niche. So in general, the way to find a profitable niche is to look for a niche that has low competition and high demand. So this means that there are a lot of customers looking for that particular type of book, but there are not that many of these books for them to choose from. Obviously, the more books that you are competing with in a niche, the harder it's going to be for your book to make sales, especially when it's brand new, newly published in the Amazon marketplace. Now, just as a side note about choosing niches, there are no hard and fast rules about picking a niche. There are some people out there that have their set of criteria and they will tell you that that is the way and the only way to do it. So for example, you hear a lot of people saying you need to find a niche that has less than 1,000 search results because otherwise the niche is too competitive and you will never make sales. But there is nothing wrong with choosing a higher or more competitive niche if that's what you want to do. As long as you understand that there will be more work involved in those types of niches in trying to get your book ranked, in trying to get it to make sales, or you may have to invest some money perhaps in promotion for the book, such as advertising or something like that. So don't let anybody tell you that there is only one way to do this, only one way to find niches. It really all just depends on the level of risk that you're willing to take or the amount of work or money that you're willing to invest in getting your book to make sales in these higher competitive niches. But in general, there are a few things that you can do to keep costs down if that is your goal, and maybe be able to generate sales a little bit easier and a little bit quicker. So like I just mentioned before, one way to do that is to find a niche that has customers looking for books in that niche, but not many books for them to choose from. With puzzle books, there are 2 different ways that you can do this. You can do this in the form of the type of puzzle book that you can create. So for example, you could create puzzle books that are word search puzzles, or you could create Sudoku puzzle books, or some other kind of puzzle. And then it could be in the form of the topic of the book more so than the type of puzzles. So for example, you could create a puzzle book based around cars for people who are car enthusiasts, and every puzzle in that book is somehow related to cars. Or you could have a book filled with all different kinds of puzzles, but they are all related to animals for people who are animal lovers or pet lovers or something along those lines. Let's have a look at some ideas on Amazon. So let's head over to amazon.com and we will take a look at some puzzle books. So first of all, I am just going to write in just simply puzzle books. And this will just give us a really high-level overview of the types of puzzle books that are being made, that are popular on Amazon, and the way that people have branded these books. So the best seller when you type in puzzle books is this one, the Ultimate Brain Health Puzzle Book. So that's targeting more of brain health type of branding, more so than this is a puzzle book. We have this one with the swear word on the cover, which is extremely popular. We've got Ultimate Mind Games, Sudoku, Jumbo Brain Games. So you can see how there's lots of different ways that you can niche out in the puzzle book niche. You can go by age, kids, teens, adults. You can, or even large print, which is generally aimed at the older generation who don't like the tiny little words and have trouble seeing them. You can niche down into the type of puzzle, word search, crosswords, Sudoku, brain teasers, things like that. So there's lots of different options and different routes that you can go in puzzle books, and that's what I really love about it. There's a lot of opportunities there. So let's say, for example, we were just going to do a search for word search books. Word search books is quite competitive. We've got over 20,000 results, so you would want to drill down even further with this one. Word search puzzles aimed at kids, word search puzzles aimed at teens, large print word searches as that one there. We've got large print garden word search puzzles, so they're targeting the garden niche, the large print niche, and the word puzzles niche, and it has a great BSR, so it's a popular book. We've got this one, which I've talked about in previous videos, which has an amazing BSR, and it's all full of swear words. People seem to love swear words. Anything with a swear word in it seems to sell really well. We have these ones, which have a massive amount of puzzles within them. We've got positive vibes. So I've decided to have a look at this garden word search book because it has a great BSR. It has a BSR currently sitting at 19,897. For those new to KDP, BSR stands for bestseller rank, and every product on Amazon has a bestseller rank, and it just determines the popularity of that product in the Amazon marketplace. The lower the number, the better. The lower the number, the more sales a product is making. So with books, there is a way that we can get a general idea of what this book could be selling, or what any book could be selling. So we can use the TCK Publishing Book Sales Calculator, and this gives an estimate of how many sales a book could be making based on its bestseller rank. So if we do have a book with a 19,000 BSR, we can estimate that that book is selling around 217 copies per month. But what does that equate to in terms of money, how much money you're going to make? If we take a look at this book, it has 129 pages. It's 8.5 by 11 inches in size. So we can work out the royalty that would be paid from Amazon for a book the same size as this one. 129 pages, and it's selling for $7.95. So this book is making a $2.37 royalty on every book sold. Now, if that book is selling 217 copies per month with a $2.37 royalty, that book is making over $500 per month. And you can see that this book was only published at the beginning of December, doesn't have a massive amount of reviews or ratings, but it does have 5-star, and it's already got a BSR in the 19,000s, making potentially over $500 a month. So that's great for a book that was only published a few weeks ago. And here's another one I wanted to take a look at: inspirational word search for adults, positive vibe word searches. People love positivity, happiness, mindfulness, all that kind of stuff. This book has a bestseller rank of 2,854 at the moment, only uploaded in August 2021, so doing great for a book that's only a few months old. Again, let's take a look at this one. So 2,854, so that kind of bestseller rank is estimated to be selling 1,032 copies per month. If we take a look at this one, it's an 8.5 by 11 selling for $7.95 with 120 pages. So that particular one has a estimated royalty of $2.48. If we're selling 1,032 copies per month with a $2.48 royalty, that book is estimated to be selling over $2,500 per month. That's just insane, and really great income for a small niche within the puzzle book niche. And like I say, it's a great way to be able to make something unique, because even if you chose to make a puzzle book in a similar niche, or in this same niche, something to do with positivity and happiness, your puzzles inside the book would be different. They would be unique, and that's what is so great about this niche. That's what I love about this niche. Okay, so now we have our niche picked. The next step is to create the puzzle book itself. And this is actually a lot easier than what you'd think. You will need to get yourself some puzzle book software, and that's how we create puzzle books that are unique. We are not buying pre-made puzzle pages or anything like that. These are going to be made from scratch, totally unique. And the software is so good, you can use it to make as many puzzles as you want, as many different types of puzzles that you want, to create books that are different and that are unique. And this software has been specifically created for people who are making books for Amazon KDP, so you do not need to worry about any issues in terms of copyright or what you are and aren't allowed to use these pages for. It is completely fine to use them for KDP because that's what the software was built for. The software that I like to use is called the Puzzles Generator software, and there is 3 different sections to this software depending on the types of puzzles that you want to make. I have access to all 3 so that I can make different types of puzzles. So that option is there for you if you want to make all types of puzzles, but if you are only interested in one type of puzzle, you can just invest into the puzzle that you want. So you can purchase just the word search puzzle software if that's the only kind of puzzles you want to make, which is called WordPuzzles Generator. Or you can purchase the WordPuzzles Generator, which gives you access to puzzles like crosswords, cryptograms, missing vowels, word scrambles. And then the third one is Maze Generator software, which is where you can make maze puzzle books if that is the only type of puzzle you're interested in making. So like I say, if you want to make all different types of puzzles, then you will need to invest in the 3 softwares. But what I love about it is that it is a one-off purchase. This isn't a monthly subscription or anything like that. I will pop links to all 3 different parts of the puzzle software in the description below if you are interested in getting some more information or purchasing the software. But it is some of probably the best puzzle software out there that I've used, and I have used quite a few of puzzle generator softwares available. And I'll go through and give you a quick demo of how the software works. I did recently do a video on making word search puzzle books, so I will link to that video at the top of the screen if you haven't seen that already and you want to go check it out. And so because I have already done a video on word search puzzles, I will choose a different type of puzzle to make today. Now, one puzzle that I'm interested in making is some cryptogram puzzles. This is just one of the more popular cryptogram puzzle books on Amazon. It has a great BSR 11,500. Let's take a quick look at what cryptograms are. So cryptograms are basically sentences that have letters replaced with other letters, and it basically looks like mumbo jumbo, and you have to figure out what letters they should be to work out what the sentence says. I have no idea if I have made any sense there, but you'll see what I mean when we make the puzzle, and we'll have a look through this book and you might get an idea. Now, this book has done it a little bit differently to the software, and I like the way the software does it better, but basically this is what they get. This is the sentence, and they have to figure out what that says. Simple, huh? Now, like I say, I don't like the way that this book has done it, where they've just put all the puzzles, and I guess you would have to go get your own book or your own piece of paper, try and figure them out. I like the way that the puzzle software does it, where it gives you space to write and solve the puzzle on the page. So let's go to the software and I'll show you how to do that. For this one, we head over to the WordPuzzles Generator, and this is where we can access the cryptogram. The longest part of this whole process is creating the data that needs to be uploaded into the software to create the puzzles. What we do here is we want to create a cryptogram. You can call it whatever you want. We view that file that we just made, and this is as simple as it gets. All you need to do is upload your phrases or your sentences that you want people to solve. And after you have done that file, it is all very simple and very quick to actually create the whole interior of the book. So what you need to do is you need to collate all the sentences or the phrases that you want in the book. And this will depend on the niche that you've chosen to go into. So you will need either a CSV file or a text file to upload into the software. I like to use text files. Every person's computer, doesn't matter whether it's Windows or Mac, has a free text program built into it. So it's not any kind of software that you have to purchase to be able to do this, and it's very simple in how you set it out. So 1 line per puzzle. Every new puzzle on a new line, you type the phrase that you want the person to solve, and then if you did want, if it's a quote or something, or you wanted them to have a clue or know where this particular phrase comes from, you just put one of these divider lines in and whatever you want after that. So as you can see, this is a quote from Nelson Mandela. So this part of the sentence will be all mumble jumbled into different letters, and then it will have Nelson Mandela after it, but you'll see that in a second anyway when we upload the file. And that was so quick, uploading this sample file to show you this is how the puzzle gets laid out. So as you can see, that's the sentence here with all the wrong letters. That's that part of the text that comes after that dividing line. And I like how it's got this little box up here so that the person can pop their letters in here and keep track of what letters they've got and which ones are right and that sort of thing. Each puzzle's on a separate page, and then we get to the end and all the answers will be at the end. So you can see here, if the person needs to see if they've got it right or they just cannot figure it out, they can go to the back and all the answers will be at the back. You can see how quick and easy that was. Now, if you do want to jazz it up a little bit, there are ways that you can edit this. Generally, these types of puzzles are usually pretty simplistic and minimalist, especially if they are aimed at adults. You generally wouldn't find pictures or images and things like that on these types of puzzle pages, but if you do want to just change it up a little bit, there is this little menu bar on the right hand side, and if you click this one at the top, it gives the settings for the puzzles. So you can change the font if you want to change the font. There are hundreds of fonts here that you can choose if you want something a little bit more interesting or fun or whatever to suit the niche that you're going into. You can change the font. It will apply to the whole puzzle book. Here's where you can choose what size you want your book to be, and it does match in with the sizes that KDP offers. And then here you can change the font size for the titles, so you can make them bigger, smaller. You can change the size of the key to make that bigger, and you can change the font size of the puzzle if you want to. I wouldn't bother changing any of the colors because with KDP it is much cheaper to print in black and white, so I would not recommend doing color for this. And you can also adjust the font size and spacing between the answers at the back of the book. And that is it. Now you just download the book so that you've got a file for KDP, and you do that by clicking this little download button here. You can download as a few different file types, so you can download as images of PNG and JPEG, you can download PowerPoint, or if you just want to download the PDF file so it's ready to go to KDP, you can do that too. If you want numbering format, you can adjust that there, and from there we download the file and your interior is done, ready to upload into KDP to go live in the Amazon Marketplace. So the next part of creating the book is making the cover. This is also very simple. Just head over to the KDP support website, download the cover template customized to the sizes of your book, and open it up in whatever graphic design program you use, whether that be Adobe Photoshop or Canva or Affinity, and make your cover. Once you have done that, you have a complete book ready to upload, and that is step 2 done. Now step 3 is to get your book selling. So at this step, you upload your book into your KDP account so that it is available for sale on the Amazon Marketplace. Now, again, a very simple and straightforward process, and if you have had experience in creating any kinds of other books, low content books or even high content books, then you'll be familiar with this step. If you have never uploaded a book to Amazon KDP, it is very straightforward, step-by-step process. You can't go wrong. And once your book is available live on the Amazon website for sale, you will need to help Amazon out in order to get your book into the search results and picked up by the Amazon algorithm. Now, this isn't mandatory. You don't have to do this. You can just upload your book and just wait for it to get picked up by the algorithm and wait for it to sell. Lots of people do this, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that, but you will have to basically upload it and just sort of forget about it and just wait until something happens. And it can take weeks, sometimes even months, for a book to start selling. And I do find a lot of people don't have that kind of patience. If you do, that is great. You can just upload the book, leave it and see what happens, and in the meantime make other books. But if you do not have the patience for that, then you are going to have to do something to help kickstart sales when it's first uploaded to Amazon. So your other option is to do some kind of promotion, and that can be free promotion or it can be paid promotions. And paid is basically advertising it. You can advertise it on Amazon ads, you can advertise it on Facebook ads, or any kind of other social media platforms, or through newsletters, other people's blogs, influencer marketing, giving the book away for free, doing giveaways, whatever you are most comfortable with or have the most knowledge about. The free options are promoting it on social media, so on your own social media accounts that you would have to set up for your brand or for you or for just that type of book that you've created. You can promote it to your email list if you have started building one, or you can use someone else's email list if they have some sort of option to talk about your book for you for free, or perhaps maybe if you have your own email list, you could do a newsletter swap with that person. So you talk about their product or their book and they talk about your product and your book. You can give the book away for free in return for a possible review. You can talk about it in Facebook groups, if those Facebook groups are related to the niche that you're in, and if those groups allow you to talk about your book in that group. There are lots of different things that you can do here, especially free methods, and you can get really creative with the different types of ways that you can get your book out there and just try and get attention on your book. And that is the 3 really easy steps that you need to take to create a unique puzzle book in a profitable niche. It really is that easy. There isn't much more to it than that. There is no need to overcomplicate this process. It is simple. Find the niche, make the book, sell the book. If you have found this video helpful and you are interested in the puzzle book niche like I am, please let me know by giving this video a thumbs up or leave a comment down below, because I would like to make more videos about puzzle books and the puzzle book niche if it is something that you guys are interested in as well. And I'll see you in the next video.